is the strongest character in the Blue Lock universe in each different trait or category? For example, who has the strongest body, the best dribbling, the most egoism, or the strongest defense? Well, in today's video, I'll break down our top picks for each category and explain why they stand out the best. For example, who has the strongest body in Blue Lock? Is it Shoei Baro, whose muscular build and raw strength make him a physical powerhouse? Or Shido Ryusei, whose explosive athleticism and flexibility allow him to execute acrobatic plays and dominate aerial duels? Or could it be Kunigami Rensuke, whose strong body allows him to dominate in physical battles and deliver powerful shots? What about Aoshi Tokimitsu, whose physicality allows him to maintain a high level of performance throughout the game? Then there's the world's best striker, Noel Noah, whose refined physicality enables him to move with precision and power. Or Mark Snuffy, whose physicality allows him to dominate midfield battles and maintain control under pressure. All of these players possess superior physicality in Blue Lock, but there is one player who stands above them all, Chris Prince. Chris Prince, who plays as a forward for Manshine City, is considered to be just behind Noel Noah in terms of ability, but in terms of physicality alone, he is far ahead of Noah. Chris Prince is the epitome of physical perfection, with a chiseled, athletic build designed for peak performance. Through the personalized training he developed to strengthen his best attributes, Chris has acquired a body of the highest caliber, reaching maximum stats across all physical parameters in Blue Lock. His physical prowess is so great that, during the match against Bastard Munich, he effortlessly kept up with Kaiser, even pressuring him when serious, something nobody else has done yet. So, for this trait, we're obviously going to go with Chris Prince. This was only the first trait, and we've still got a lot to cover. So, what are you waiting for? Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep going. Now, who do you think is the fastest character in Blue Lock? Is it Zantetsu Tsurugi, who possesses extraordinary speed with explosive acceleration and rapid movements? Or is it Hyoma Chigiri, known for his unmatched speed, particularly in long sprints? Perhaps it's Kanyu Yukimiya, whose quick footwork and rapid acceleration allow him to outpace defenders and create scoring opportunities with ease. These characters all excel in speed, but there is one character who surpasses everybody in terms of speed alone, and that is none other than Julian Loki. Julian Loki's speed is his defining weapon, allowing him to explosively accelerate from a neutral position and reach top speed almost instantly. His acceleration is so devastating that even players like Isagi, who were directly in front of him, couldn't react in time. Not only does he have remarkable acceleration, but he also has the endurance to maintain the speed for extended periods. His speed far surpasses that of other fast players like Hyoma Chigiri, Ryusei Shido, and Zantetsu Tsurugi, as he effortlessly overpowered the entire Cleared 1 team by himself. When confronted by players who can read his movements, Loki can shift into a higher gear, boosting his speed to burst past them before they can intercept. He used this ability to completely evade Rin when he tried to intercept him. So in terms of speed, I think there is no one in Blue Lock who even comes close to Loki. Next, who do you think has the strongest defense in Blue Lock? Let's start with Gin Gagamaru, whose quick reflexes and impressive agility allow him to anticipate and block shots with ease. Then there's Jubei Aryu, who uses his sharp instincts and physicality to disrupt opponents' attacks, making him a formidable force in defense. Another standout is Jingo Raichi, whose strength and relentless tackling ability make him a tough opponent to get past. What about Kazuma Neo? With his ability to read the game and predict opponents' moves, can shut down attacks through precise interceptions and well-timed challenges. We also have Iki Nico, whose intelligence and understanding of the game make him a formidable defender, disrupting passes and breaking up plays. Oliver Aiku could also be a strong contender for the title of Best Defender, using his impressive physicality and height to dominate aerial duels and block opponents. However, there is one character who surpasses them all in terms of defense, and that is none other than Don Lorenzo. Known as the heartbeat of Ubers' defense, Don Lorenzo is renowned for his exceptional defensive prowess. While he excels in man-marking and blocking shots, his ability to read the game also makes him an effective sweeper. Lorenzo's predictive skills allow him to anticipate and shut down attacks before they break the defensive line, often positioning himself perfectly to intercept passes or block shots, as demonstrated when he locked down Michael Kaiser during their match. His most notable achievement came when he blocked Kaiser's Kaiser Impact, an incredible feat considering the speed and power of the shot. In terms of pure defensive ability, Don Lorenzo stands above the rest. Now, who do you think has the best dribbling in Blue Lock? Is it Kanyu Yukimiya, whose dribbling is smooth and precise, allowing him to glide past defenders with ease while maintaining control in tight spaces? Or is it Hyoma Chigiri, whose dribbling is all about explosive speed and quick direction changes, making it difficult for opponents to keep up with his pace? Or could it be Shoei Baro, who relies on his strength and power in dribbling, pushing through defenders with sheer force moves while maintaining possession. Another choice is Sei Itoshi, whose dribbling is a blend of agility and finesse, using sharp movements and quick footwork to glide past opponents effortlessly. Meguru Bachura is also a great choice, whose dribbling is unpredictable and creative, using his close ball control and flair to outmaneuver defenders in surprising ways. To be honest, Bachura is good, but there is one character who is even better. And you know what? He even trained Bachura, who is already considered one of the best dribblers in Blue Lock. That character is none other than Lavino. Lavino is a Brazilian professional footballer, and we all know what Brazilians are capable of. Lavino's dribbling is all about creativity and fluid movement. His perfect dribble lets him get past defenders with ease, often leaving them stumbling or falling as they can't keep up with his unpredictable shifts. Inspired by Ginga-style capoeira, his dribbling is a unique, almost dance-like flow that makes it hard to anticipate his next move. He's incredibly skilled at using quick changes in direction and close control to navigate tight spaces. So for the best dribbling in Blue Lock, we choose Lavino. Next, who do you think has the most immense stamina in Blue Lock? Without a doubt, I'm going to choose Aoshi Tokimitsu. Aoshi Tokimitsu's stamina is one of his most defining traits, allowing him to maintain high energy levels throughout a match, despite his anxiety-driven mindset. Tokimitsu is said to have almost unlimited stamina. While most players begin to feel the burn as the match progresses, Tokimitsu is an exception, operating at almost full capacity, even in high-pressure scenarios. During the second selection, Rin utilized this ability to break through the white team's formation, forcing players like Chiguri and Baro to resort to desperate and illegal tackles to stop him. His unmatched stamina makes him a formidable opponent, especially in the late stages of a match, where fatigue typically takes its toll on others. We could also consider Jingo Raichi, whose boundless energy and fierce determination make him a tireless presence throughout the match. However, Tokimitsu's ability to sustain his performance at such an exceptional level gives him the edge. So, for immense stamina, we choose Aoshi Tokimitsu. Who do you think has the best flexibility in Blue Lock? Is it Shido Ryusei, whose acrobatic ability and incredible body control allow him to score from nearly impossible angles? Or is it Jubei Aryu, whose elegant and dynamic movements in the air enable him to adjust his body mid-flight to make stylish and effective plays? It could also be Don Lorenzo, whose defensive mastery is complemented by his ability to control his body in unconventional ways. Then we have Gin Gagamaru, whose flexibility is a key factor in his ability to adapt to nearly any play, thanks to his long limbs and excellent body control. He can propel his body forward with ease, using this ability for shots, tackles, and goal saves. His natural spring-like power allows him to jump and change directions quickly, enabling him to perform last-second headers and goal-saving moves. His explosive reaction speed and super reflexes allow him to quickly intercept high-powered shots, and under extreme pressure, he can execute ultra reflexes to jump across the goal and block incoming shots. One of his most impressive moves is the Scorpion Kick, where he propels his body upward in midair to flick the ball with his feet, a technique that almost scored against Zantetsu. So, for the character with the best flexibility, there is no one better than Gin Gagamaru. Who do you think is the best shooter in Blue Lock? When it comes to shooting, we all know we're talking about strikers, and Blue Lock is all about creating the best striker in the world. So, naturally, there are many great shooters to choose from. Instead of explaining every single one, I'm going to go straight to the point and pick the world's best striker, Noel Noah. Noel Noah's shooting is exceptional, combining precision and power. His shots are a perfect blend of technique and control, allowing him to strike the ball with incredible accuracy from any distance. Whether it's a powerful drive or a delicate placement, his calm composure under pressure allows him to consistently deliver, making him one of the most reliable finishers in Blue Lock. His ability to read the game also helps him position perfectly for the ideal shooting opportunities. So, for the best shooter in Blue Lock, we choose Noel Noah. Now, who is the best Metavision user in Blue Lock? There are a few characters in Blue Lock who possess this ability, including Iki Nico, Yo Hiyori, Sei Itoshi, Reo Mikage, Oliver Aiku, Tabito Kurasu, Charles Chevalier, Michael Kaiser, and Isagi Yoichi. These characters are considered one of the best users of Metavision, but there's one character who stands out above them all, and that character is none other than Mark Snuffy. Snuffy's Metavision is an extraordinary skill that allows him to read the flow of the game with incredible accuracy. By observing not just the ball but the player's movements and positioning, Snuffy can predict plays before they unfold. This gives him a significant advantage, allowing him to react faster and make precise decisions in high-pressure situations. His ability to anticipate the game's dynamics and plan several moves ahead makes him the best user of Metavision. So, for the best Metavision user in Blue Lock, we choose Mark Snuffy. Next, who do you think is the most egoistic player in Blue Lock? Is it Bachura Meguru, whose ego Ego is fueled by his playful and creative approach to football, valuing freedom on the field and seeing it as an art form rather than just a competition. Or Kunigami Rensuke, whose ego is built on his self-confidence and determination, seeing himself as a leader who can rise through hard work and self-belief. What about Shiro Ryusei, whose ego is characterized by his violent and aggressive pride, relishing in chaos and domination, believing that he is the ultimate force on the field? Or could it be Rin Itoshi, whose ego is rooted in his obsession with being the best, driven by his rivalry with his brother and an overwhelming desire to prove his superiority? Talking about Rin, maybe it's Sei Itoshi, whose ego is shaped by his arrogance and confidence, believing he is the most talented and deserving of success, using his charm and skill to manipulate others. What about our protagonist, Isagi Yoichi, whose ego grows from his desire to prove himself, driven by a competitive fire that pushes him to adapt and outthink his opponents, always seeking to refine his skills? Lavino is a great choice, whose ego stems from his fluid, unpredictable style and belief in his creativity and finesse, seeing himself as a master of dribbling and an artist on the field. Another one is Chris Prince, whose ego is built on his sense of being untouchable, using his incredible physicality and intelligence to assert control and dominate every match. What do you think about Loki, whose ego is fueled by his cunning and self-interest, using manipulation and trickery to stay one step ahead? All of these characters are some of the most egotistical in Blue Lock, but there is still one character left, and that character is none other than King Baro. Baro's ego is centered around his belief in being the king of the field, seeing himself as the ultimate striker. He's fiercely confident and often looks down on others, believing that no one can match his skill and power. His arrogance drives him to be overly competitive, always striving to prove he's the best. Baro's ego often leads him to clash with others, as he refuses to share the spotlight or acknowledge anyone else's abilities. Even Ego Genpachi says that Baro has the ego to be the king of the field. So, for the most egoist one, I choose Shohei Baro. Now, who do you think is the most intelligent character in Blue Lock? Well, without wasting much time explaining other players, here I'm just directly going to pick Isagi Yoichi. I mean, when every player is giving their best, Isagi is out there trying to find his missing puzzle pieces like a maniac. Isagi Yoichi's intelligence on the field is remarkable, making him one of the top players in Blue Lock. His spatial awareness allows him to analyze the entire field, understanding the positions and movements of his teammates and opponents. This ability enables him to predict the flow of a game, recognize ideal plays, and create scoring opportunities, even in high-pressure situations. His goal scent is a direct result of his spatial awareness, where he can sense the scent of a goal and accurately deliver passes to teammates in positions to score. Isagi's intelligence isn't limited to his own movements, but extends to elevating the performance of those around him. Through his understanding of his teammates' strengths and weaknesses, he pushes them to exceed their limits, while also orchestrating plays that bring out their best qualities. His ability to lead and inspire has earned him respect from both his teammates and opponents, with figures like Sei Itoshi and Noel Noah recognizing his exceptional ability and potential as a striker. His evolving skill set and strategic mind have cemented his position as a central figure in Blue Lock. He's seen as a genuine threat to top-tier players. So for this trait, we'll obviously be choosing Isagi Yoichi. Next, who do you think has the best passing? The first option we have is Yo Hiyori. Hiyori's ability to execute quick, decisive passes and create opportunities for his teammates make him a standout playmaker on the field. The second option we have is Reo Mikage. Reo's ability to deliver pinpoint passes, often threading the needle through tight defenses, showcases his exceptional vision and playmaking skills. The third option we have is Charles Chevalier. Charles's passes are precise, strategic, and often executed with a high level of technical skill. His ability to read the game and deliver pinpoint passes make him a crucial playmaker on his team. All these players are good, but not as good as our fourth option, Sei Itoshi. You see, Sei's passing is a masterclass in precision and strategic brilliance. Known for his ability to deliver pinpoint accurate passes, Sei effortlessly breaks through defensive lines and creates scoring opportunities. His vision on the field allows him to anticipate his teammates' movements and deliver the ball exactly where it's needed. This combination of technical skill and tactical acumen makes him one of the most effective playmakers in Blue Lock. So for this, we're going with Sei Itoshi, as he's said to have the best passing in Blue Lock. Now, who do you think has the best special ability? Without a doubt, Reo's chameleon ability stands above all, right? Reo's chameleon ability leverages his versatile all-rounder skills and impressive stats across various football abilities to mimic the technique of other players. By analyzing and understanding how specialized players execute their moves, Reo can recreate these skills himself. For instance, he replicated the long pass from Meguru Bachura and the gyro shot from Kenyu Yukimiya idea. During the Blue Lock vs Under 20 match, he used Nagi's trapping skills to intercept a second shot. His adaptability allows him to copy defensive strategies, like total defense from Oliver Aiku, and physical pressure from Kazuma Neo to stop players like Ryusei Shido. However, Ryo can't duplicate extreme physical talents like Shido's powerful moves or Chigiri's incredible speed. Despite this limitation, his chameleon ability makes him a highly adaptable and invaluable asset on the field, capable of filling various roles and enhancing his team's performance. So here, I'll tend more towards Ryo's special ability above all else. Now, who do you think has the best endurance? The first option we have is Jingo Raichi, known for his exceptional stamina and relentless energy. Raichi can outlast many players on the field. His ability to maintain a high level of performance throughout the match makes him a formidable opponent. The second option we have is Chris Prince. As one of the world's top players, Chris combines elite endurance with advanced skills. His ability to sustain high intensity and perform consistently throughout the game gives him a significant edge. The third option we have is Noel Noah. Noah's endurance is matched by his tactical intelligence and elite skills. His capacity to maintain peak performance and outlast opponents combined with his strategic play makes him a tough competitor. The fourth option we have is Aoshi Tokimitsu. Known for his physical prowess and surprising endurance, Tokimitsu can sustain high energy levels throughout the game. His ability to keep pressing opponents and maintain his performance makes him a valuable choice. In terms of pure endurance, Jingo Raichi stands out due to his relentless energy and stamina. However, Chris Prince and Noel Noah, with their world-class stamina and skills, would likely have the upper hand overall due to their combination of endurance and advanced abilities. Tokimitsu also shows exceptional endurance, making him a valuable player in any high-intensity match. Choosing one is going to be a difficult decision, so I am simply going to go with the world's best striker, Noel Noah, as you need the best endurance to be the world's best striker after all. So, for the best endurance, we choose Noel Noah. Next, who do you think has the best adaptability? In Blue Lock, there's only one character who surpasses everyone in this trait, Isagi Yoichi. You see, Isagi's adaptability is one of his most defining traits. His keen analytical mind allows him to quickly learn from his surroundings, including the movements and strategies of both teammates and opponents. His spatial awareness enables him to see the entire field and predict the flow of the game, allowing him to create ideal plays and scoring opportunities. Isagi uses his off-the-ball movements to occupy empty spaces or create dangerous ones, helping his teammates and scoring goals himself. His relationships with the other Blue Lock players allow him to bring out their best performances, making him a crucial part of the team. Even the world's best striker, Noel Noah, recognizes and respects his skills. This ability to adapt makes him an invaluable and versatile player on the field, capable of thriving in any situation. So, no doubt about it, here we are again going with Isagi Yoichi. Now, who do you think has the best flow? Genpachi Ego discusses the concept of flow as a state of peak performance, where a player is completely immersed in the game, often referred to as being in the zone, and no one showcases this ability better than Rin. Rin's flow state is triggered by his desire to destroy a strong opponent while taking risks himself. This usually involves drawing out his opponent's best weapon and then defeating them at their strongest. Rin employs an aggressive playing style called pure destruction, where he uses his opponent's strengths against them. During the final minutes of the Japan Under 20 match, Rin defeated Teppei Neru, Miroku Darai, and Kazuma Neo in quick succession by using their own weapons against them. Oliver Aiku observed that defeating Rin alone would be impossible, and even with Shido's help, the chance would only be 50-50. Rin also neutralized Sei's dribbling in the last minute of the Under 20 match by baiting out Sei's favorite move, the Cross Elastico Nutmeg, and shutting it down. In the Paris X-Gen game against Manshine City, Rin took over the game and scored a hat trick. After fully understanding the trigger of his flow state, Rin entered flow against Bastard Munich, competing with Isagi and Kaiser to dominate the game. So for the character who has the best flow, it's got to be Rin Itoshi. Now, who do you think is the most dominating player in Blue Lock? We have Sei Itoshi, Isagi Yoichi, Noel Noah, Michael Kaiser, Rin Itoshi, Chris Prince, Meguru Bachura, Mark Snuffy, Lavino, Julian Loki, and many more. Now, call me biased, but I won't be choosing any of the players I mentioned. How can we select somebody else for domination when our glorious King Baro exists? He often dominates the field with his powerful shots and relentless drive to score goals. Baro's confidence and unwavering focus allow him to take control of the game, often overwhelming defenders with his sheer determination. His ability to out-muscle opponents and devour other players make him the most dominating player in Blue Lock. So for domination, we choose Shohei Baro. Click on this this video next, where we created the strongest character in the entire Black Clover series. Go on, check it out.